Here we are for the third time tonight. I'm getting exhausted. Ugh. This is hard work. It is. Not believe the effort that goes into the production value of these videos. I gotta come in here, turn on the light, sit down, fumble at the computer, get it set up, hit play and record, and then try to be entertaining. So, if you're watching it, I hope you enjoy it. This is kind of a, again, unorthodox. It's not just a Christian thing. This is something I stumbled onto. It's been a number of years now. Actually, if I remember right, I want to say it's probably been like 6 years. That's a rough estimate. It might have been more like 7 or 8. I can see. I bought the house in 2000, and bought the house in 2007. So I've basically been on my house about 9.5 years now. Because I bought it in September of 2007. I moved in at the very beginning of October of 2007. So about 9.5 years. So yeah, I'm going to say it's probably been about 7 years or so when I stumbled upon to this company. Because back then, I didn't actively collect comics or anything, but every once in a while I would buy them. And I had a fairly large comic collection. I had a few thousand comics. Of course, then things kind of went south between me and my fiance at the time. Not a bad person. She wasn't a terrible person. I don't think ill of her in that way, but just, she had an issue with being committed in our relationship. I thought, it was me, and I'm sure there was times, I'm a guy. I'll openly admit there's times that I can probably be an ass. There are things that in life that I'm, I look back on and I'm like, what the hell was wrong with me? Oh, fucking moron. We all have those moments. The key is in you own up to it and admit it. Admit it. I wasn't perfect. I'm a decent guy. I like to think. People that know me would probably say that. But I'm not beyond being fallible and being an ass once in a while. Don't mean to. It just happens. I'm a guy. It's in our DNA. So honestly, at first I kind of blamed myself, but then I thought, after I talked around stuff, it wasn't so much me as it just, I think she had kind of a thing with, and I hope she's changed now. I still wish her all the best, but I think it was one of those things where she was one of those people that she was fine until it got to a certain point. When the relationship got too serious, then she acted out, and she was unfaithful, and that's the way it went. So, unfortunately, because of that, because it went from having 2 incomes for my house to just being me, which I'm fine with. I love my house, but it was a little tough. So I ended up selling, to make the long story that should have been a short story, but it turned out to be a long story. Now we're finally at the end of it. I sold a good chunk of my comics for substantially less than what they were really worth. So it kind of irritates me when I look back at it now, but at the same time I'm thinking, I can't actively remember certain comics that I had or didn't have, so it's hard to really miss something when you don't have that stock placed in it. I think that's how it is probably with a lot of stuff. When you look at your material possessions, obviously if you were to actually separate them, there's probably a small group of items that you would say you couldn't live without it. If it was gone, you would know it, and you would miss it, and you would hate it, and you'd think, well, why did I get rid of that? Why did I? But a lot of stuff, you could probably get rid of, and you wouldn't think any more of it. But I don't recommend doing that, because who's to say what you would really miss and what you wouldn't? I mean, we can think that ourselves, but we'd probably be wrong. Anyway, this company, I don't know, I'm going off on a ramble. Damn, this box is heavy. They're called CardsOne, and if you collect any type of trading cards, sports cards in particular, baseball, football, hockey, even NASCAR or whatever, okay, or non-sports cards, comic related, movie related, TV shows, whatever, or you collect obviously comics. CardsOne, and that's all it is, CardsOne.com. I'm pretty sure that's what their site is. Go to Google, punch it in, CardsOne, and it'll probably bring it up. But if you collect comics and you've never heard of it, go check out CardsOne. In particular, they have a deal that is called the Super Mega Hero Blocker or something like that. It's got kind of a long title. I can't remember everything in it. But it's basically I know the first time I bought it, it was like $99 for it. This time I think it was $120 something. And I have kind of like this tradition each spring, because I go from having kind of normal hours to getting quite a few more hours, which I'm thankful for. I mean, I'm like a machine. I'll work as much as I need to, and as much as they'll allow me to. If they're willing to pay me the overtime, I'll go ahead and bust my ass for 12, 14 hours a day. It's fine. I still get rested, I still take care of myself, and it makes for a really nice check. So each spring, when I get to where that first check is a bit bigger than the ones I get over the winter, I always go out and I take just a little bit of it, $100-$200, and I just kind of splurge. Not always on just one thing, but I just go out and spend it. That's kind of like the money I put aside to say, okay, this is the money for me to just finally, because I've been cooped up in the house, not being able to really do a whole lot over the winter months, and whether that's taking a road trip with my daughter, which we're actually I think we're gonna wait and do that over the summer when she's home, or whether it's buying something or whatever. I mean, and I've always said, as long as you don't put you out on the street, as long as you can make ends meet, as long as you can pay your bills, and as long as you're making an effort to pay on, because I owe my parents a lot. I mean, they've really been there for me whenever I've needed it, and I'm blessed having the parents I have, and they're in a position where they can. When money's gotten a little tight, when I haven't had as many hours, especially over the winter when the gas bill and everything's higher. They've been there to help me out. When I've had unexpected car trouble, my dad's been there to help me get it fixed. So because I live in one town, and I essentially work, even though I work at several different stores in 5 different cities. My main store that I go to work at on a daily basis is one town over, so I have to have a car, and they've been there to help me with that. So I owe them a lot. So I always, I make an effort either through actually giving them money when I can, to just going over anytime they need something done. If my dad needs something done around the house, all he's got to do is give me a call, and I'll find a time to go over there and do it. Just like recently, I went over and I was waiting on him to get home, so I installed the 2 new porch lights for him. But anyhow, I just wanted to say that because I'm not skirting my responsibilities. I know I owe my parents a lot, but you got to live a little, you know. You can't, like I said, as long as you're making an effort to pay your bills and everything like that. If you've got a little spending money, treat yourself. You know, live a little. Like you said, you can't take it with you, and you never know. As morbid as this sounds, you never know when your time is going to come. So do it now. Anyhow, all right. Here's an invoice, so maybe it'll tell. No, it don't tell how much I paid. But it's called the New Comic Book Mega Superhero Spectacular. Told you I had a freaking long name, didn't I? But it's 10 lots, 10 different lots in this one thing. You pay the one price, and then they ship it to you in this big, heavy-ass box that weighed like 60 pounds. So, let's see if we can figure out what lots are what here. All right, this is one of the lots. One of the lots is supposed to be like sci-fi stuff, and it could include comics, magazines, cards, toys, what have you. I'm not gonna like pull everything out of each of these lots because there's like 10 of them, and like one of the lots is like 25 pounds of comic books. I'm not going through all of them. In fact, I've got a big box from the last time I ordered one of these. I haven't even gone through the box of comics to see what comics are. Alright, so here we have an old magazine. Wow. It's like in really good shape, too. It's called Future. Battlestar Galactica, what 20 million can buy. But, to give you an idea how old this is, I don't know if you can see it or not. November of 1978. That's an old magazine. See, I was 7 years old when this magazine came out. I'm 45 now, so yeah. All right. Let's see what else. We got a couple of packs here. We got 2 different unopened packs of Star Wars Long Episode 1 cards. Alright, here we've got 2 giant photo cards. Again, it's unopened. 2 giant photo cards from Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. So, I'll set that aside. I might have to open that up just to see which one they are. Alright, next we got a little hardback book. Return of the Jedi. It's like a little, it's the whole story of like Return of the Jedi with little pictures. Yeah. That's pretty cool too. And it's like brand new. I mean, but I mean, I don't know what it's got a. $1997 was the copyright of it. So that's pretty cool. Alright, here we've got a big, this looks like a full set, possibly. A full set of Star Trek Deep Space Nine trading cards. I mean, it's completely wrapped in plastic, and I mean, that's quite a few. I don't think, you know, I think I watched maybe a couple episodes of Deep Space Nine, but I didn't really watch a whole lot. I'm not a Trekkie as far as, you know, most people look at Trekkies. I do like Star Trek. I like the original Star Trek, and I do like the movies. I haven't seen all the movies. I haven't seen the most recent one that they've done. But I'll get to it eventually. Alright, here we have 4 unopened packs of Star Trek The Next Generation. The last thing in this lot is A mini collector plate, complete with display stand. Star Wars, Darth Vader. A little plate, like an actual little plate. That's pretty cool too. I'll probably keep that out because I'll probably put it up somewhere. I'll keep the little book out too because I'll put that up in the library. Cards and a magazine. I will put back in here for now. Just for safekeeping. Star Trek cards, I probably won't hold on to those. Maybe I'll see what I can get out of them. Like I said, I'm not a real big Trekkie, so I do like Star Trek. Don't everybody berate me. I'm not a hardcore follower. Alright, next one here is, again, I'm not sure what. See if I can get an idea from. Rogue Angel, Blood Rain, Purgatory, Witchblade, and Tomb Raider. I think this, no, that's a DC one. The Huntress. Oh, this is probably, yeah, that's what this is. This is the Razor. Another lot was women comics, not like comics that are written for women, but all of these comics feature female main characters. And there's like, I don't know, there's like 20 of them in there. Run out of room. Alright, next, I think this might be the lot. There's supposed to be a lot of like kid-friendly comics. So here we have, here's Casper. That was got a big mark on the front of it, but it's older. Silver Surfer. X-Men, maybe this ain't what I was thinking. X-Men. Oh, okay, this one I think is vintage. This is the lot of vintage comics that were guaranteed to be. It was either 10 or 20 years old. So that might be a good one to actually go through and see what else is in there. Oh my god, what the hell is all this stuff? Alright. Alright, here we have a big brick of, I think those are comic backing boards. Those will come in handy because I got a lot of comics that don't have backing boards on. Alright, I'm gonna find some place to put these. I don't know where. Yeah, for now we'll just set them down here. And I actually got 2 of those. Like there's about 100 of them in each one, maybe. Alright. Okay, next, this one I think is a lot of. Man, it's heavy. This is the lot of graphic novels. Oh, we got an Evil Ernie one. Cool. I just met, oh my god, my brain is not functioning properly. I'll think of it eventually. So anybody that knows right off the top of your head, you can just chime in for yourself. But the guy that created Evil Ernie and Lady Death and Purgatory, Lady Demon, all that. Yeah, I met him at Indiana Comic Con. I got a signed print of, or no, I got a signed comic of Lady Death by him. So we got Daredevil, Forge. A number of Top Cow comics. There's a Archie Classic, Betty and Veronica Summer Fun. And Witchblade. Yep, those are all graphic novels. Get heavy. Let's see, looks like we've got a thing of sleeves. The Ultimate Collection. Polypropylene bags. Alright. We got the big box down here of the 25 pounds of comics, which I'm not going to bother going through it right now. Alright, here we have, this is one of the other lots is supposed to be a, like, promo stuff. So let's open this up and see what's in here. Alright. Here we got a little comic. This is from Halloween. I think that's what that says. Yeah, Halloween Comic Fest 2012. Yeah, it's just a little... Oh, shit. Dropped it. It's a little, like, preview comic for that title. Alright, here we have a CD. It's a CD single from Batman Forever. Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me by U2. So, that's pretty cool. Here we got a couple little promo cards for looks like Death Watch 2000. The Foundation in 2012. This looks like a little promo, double-sided promo poster for comics that were coming out. Marvel .1, and then on the flip side it shows the Dark Angel Saga finale. Uncanny X-Force number 18. We got a little book for the Returned. Oh, this must be a movie, or what the hell is this? Village of the Damned. Yeah, it's gotta be on a... I've heard of that, but I don't... I'm not sure whether that... I'm thinking it's a movie, but this is just like a little book. It's got like a short story in it, and then like a Q&A with the writer-director Fabrice Gobert, and producer Caroline Benjo. So, and here we have an uncut, it's basically like an uncut oversight promo for the Marvel Masterpieces card set. So it's got that, shows like the 9 different cards, and then it's got a thing that talks about the set on the back. So again, those are mostly just like promo stuff that would be sent to comic dealers or obviously in the case of the CD single, that might have been sent to either video, or not video stores, but places that sell videos, and then obviously CD music stores and stuff. So there's that. Alright, in this lot, I'm going to open it up and go through. The first comic on the top is called Dark Days. There's supposed to be another lot that's all horror inspired comics, which is right up my alley because I'm a horror fanatic. Here's, we got Grendel, Route 666, the number of the beast. Route 666. 666. Got a few of those. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, zombies. Yeah, I think I have that one. Or I have a couple in that. Zombies. I'll have to see which ones I have. Vampirella. A couple Vampirella comics in here. Yeah, but those are all horror. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 7. No, graphic novels are 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's 8. 8 of them. Alright, this. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Okay, so actually they don't count. I don't think they count the backing boards and the comic bags as a lot. Those are just extra. But this is a set of three comics, and these are all signed. So there's that one signed by whoever's signature that is. Not sure. And we've got that one signed. It's called Warrior Nun. And then we've got an X-Men one signed up there in the corner. To try to look and see whose name is that. Those three I'll definitely have to put backing boards and put those. I don't know where I'm going to put this big ass box. There's another thing of bags. I need to find a place to put that stuff. Alright, and then the last lot is this. These are all unopened packs of trading cards. So let's see what we got in here. I'm not going to go through them all. VR Troopers. I never really got into VR Troopers. So those I'll probably just get rid of. Here we have Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. Here is Creator's Universe. A few of those. Tech World. Oh, X-Files. I like that. This video's getting long, sorry. But there's a lot of stuff in here. I mean, I want you to see everything you can get. So if you want to, obviously, I mean, you'll get different stuff than me. Street Fighter. What the hell's this one? That's Street Fighter 2. What are these? These don't look. These look different. Yeah, they're the same. It's just different side of the bag look different. Here we have the Plasm. Never heard of that before. Here are Gargoyles. And Fleer 1995 Real Monsters. Gargoyles. I don't know what these blue ones are. Gargoyles. Right. So, I mean, overall, there's a few in there that I'll probably hold on to. There's, you know, some like the Indiana Jones ones. I'll probably just the VR Troopers. Just get rid of those. But that's it. Overall, that is the whole kit and caboodle right there of stuff that you get in this set. So, and of course, they send catalogs with it. So that's right there. CardsOne is the name. So, alright. Of course, I don't know where I'm going to stick this big ass box, because I don't think it'll fit in my closet. I'll figure that out later. We'll figure that out tomorrow. Alright, real quick. This video is getting to be forever and ever. So, oh. I got two of these. Huh. Alright, well, let's see what oversized card, maybe if I can open the damn thing. That's a pretty good one right there. With the whole crew on it. That'll be a good one to like just like frame and hang up. And that's the second one in that one. Sulu. Yeah, I'll try to stick it back in there. Brian Pulido. That's the guy that does Evil Ernie and all that. I knew he'd come to eventually. Alright, I'll show you the last two, and then we're done. Alright, there's that one, and that one. So, I'll probably, actually, like I said, I'll probably just frame that one and hang it up. The other three, I might just see if somebody wants to buy them. Alright. Alright, well, that's that's everything I got for my CardsOne big super, what the hell is it called again? Comic book mega superhero spectacular. So if you'd like to get one of those big things, like I said, it's like $120 some plus shipping. I think altogether it was like $140 some, but when you look at all the stuff you get, you're definitely getting your money's worth. So, and if you're, if you collect, you like to dabble in comics and trading cards and stuff like that, it's a great way to get, a good bit of them at once. That's it. Everybody have a good night. I'm done for tonight. I'm gonna go watch a few more episodes of Castle season, I think it's season 8 that I got. So yeah. Alright. Take it easy. Have a good night. I'll see you around sometime.